Welcome to the Moms That Read podcast. I'm Kaylee.
I'm Katarina.
And I'm McKenzie. And for this episode, we're going to talk all things book boyfriends. We've split it up into like fantasy and romance because for us, those are two very different worlds.
Yes.
And they can't be combined. But before we dive into that, let's do recent reads. So,
All right, I'm currently reading One Golden Summer, which is our book club book for our physical book club. I've read all of her books so far. It's Carly Fortune. And I'm only halfway through, so I can't really like rank it yet.
Yeah.
But what I like about this book so far is Charlie's the main, like the MMC, and it's not enemies to lovers, but his personality comes off as banter. And so that's been really cool to like see. It was kind of like insta love, but I'm halfway through and they still haven't like shown love. They were just kind of like, oh, they met in a grocery. Well, they sort of met in a grocery store and they were like, oh, he's cute,
Yeah.
And he comes off kind of arrogant, but like in a funny way, if that makes sense. Like where she's like, haha, you're so funny. And he's like, I know I am, kind of thing. And so it's that kind of banter where it's like, I don't know. It's very different to read that kind of book where it's not enemies to lovers.
I don't know.
So
that is
like
interesting.
I think he's funny. But
I literally just started Only in Your Dreams by Madison, right? And she is another not very well-known author, but I've read one other book by her. It's called Off the Beaten Path. It's a very, I would say, fall read.
Oh,
But this one, the cover had flowers and screamed summer. So I added that one to and it's on Kindle Unlimited. So yeah, I couldn't tell you a thing about it because I literally just started it. But I liked her other book. So,
Well, my audiobook just came available for the wedding people, and I've been dying to read. This has been on my list for what feels like forever since it came out. So I haven't started it, but I'm going to take a break from the tandem and listen to
available
it.
today.
Literally just
Mine
today.
did too.
oh, that's weird.
That is so weird.
I have it on Libby.
It's kind of is it long? I don't think it's long. It's like 12 hours maybe. It's kind of mid in terms of the length of an audiobook, but I'm really excited because
Let's see.
I've heard nothing but good things.
It's 12 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been dying
It's longer,
to read this
but
book.
it's not long.
Right. Well, it's anything less than 50 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about.
Yeah. That's wild.
So I'm excited.
Yeah. So we asked y'all too, if you're following us on Instagram, I put up question boxes and asked for y'all to give us your top fantasy and romance boyfriend. So after we tell ours, we will give our listeners top 7.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a fun time
That
too.
will be fun. So we're going to do romance first, and we're going to go from 10 to 1, so that 1 is like the big reveal. So my number 10 is actually in a book that I'm reading right now. Sarah Adams' The Match, which I talked about in the last or 2 episodes ago. And he is a single dad with a daughter with epilepsy. And the FMC has epilepsy, has a service dog, and she runs a service dog company. And the daughter signs up to get a service dog. And I'm only like 2 hours in, but he is precious so
Yeah,
far.
I finished it and I love him.
He honestly might move up once I get to know him better. I only put him 10 because I don't know him very well, but I'm like already like, oh my gosh, he's precious.
Y'all say fantasy or romance was hard, but that's like what I mostly
I
read.
thought romance was. I think romance is
you
harder
read
to
all-
remember
yeah.
specifically.
Yeah, so
you know?
romance was hard for me because now I'm like, I didn't put him on, but I did love him. But I like that's what I mostly read.
Yeah.
So it was
I think
difficult
they're
for
just
me.
harder to stand out.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah.
it's harder to remember like who was it? And they also don't have as crazy of names.
Yeah, true.
And that kind of helps them stand out, you know?
So my number 10 was Wolf.
Wayburn.
Yeah, Wayburn.
Oh, he's high on my list.
He is one of Laura Pavlov's men.
Is that his real name?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. it is.
Major ick.
That is an ick.
He owns the hockey team, right? Or
He's going
with
to own
his dad.
Yeah, and he's ex-military.
Yeah, ex-military. He's just a man, like definition
man.
of a man.
And his name is Wolf.
And his name is Wolf. And he marries a girl named Dylan. So,
Yeah,
names aside,
just everything about him.
Wolf. Yes. Who's your number 10?
Okay, my number 10 is Gibbsy from Boys of Tillman.
I almost put him on my list, but I was like, he's a little too crazy for me. But I love him,
he gives off golden retriever, but like
that's true.
also has a not
you
dark
need
side.
to read his book.
Okay, well, that's the reason he's at the bottom, because I loved him in Finding 13.
Yeah.
But I want to know his backstory. I want to know,
is he
him.
really who he really is?
Right. But he just made me laugh the whole time.
Funny.
And if you can keep me laughing, I mean, you're it.
I put none of them on my top 10 because that series was
two
just
of
too
them.
sad for me.
That's fair. I put 2.
I feel weird ranking them. We were talking about this earlier. They're in high school.
In
so
10
this is
years,
like,
Gibbsy.
Yeah, this is like if I was
Future
in high school,
Gibbsy.
would I go for them? So
Well,
I have 2 of them on
okay,
my list later,
just-
but
In the realm of what we're doing, we're going to take them out of the context in which they were written
yeah,
into.
because I can also picture them like at 30 years old.
Yeah.
You know, like their
Right.
personalities are still going to be their personality.
Yes, correct.
So.
No, I agree with that.
So my number 9's Archer from Archer's Voice. We were talking before. He's very grumpy, but oh my gosh, his story. He is deaf, and he becomes the town hermit because of some stuff that happens, and she pulls that out of him, and you realize that he's like not actually grumpy at all. He just had a lot of trauma, and so she pulls all that out of him, learns sign language, and it is just precious, and he is so precious. I read the second book, didn't like it. But his story is so good. So you would like
need to
it.
read it,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Number 9 for me was Bo from Out on a Limb. I am obsessed with him. He is the definition of if a man wanted to, he would.
Ooh.
Yeah. He is. There's an accidental pregnancy trope, which I know y'all don't really like, but the way he cares for her,
Like,
He gets her pregnant?
yes, it was like they
Yeah,
met at they met at a Halloween party, and they both have like physical deformities.
Yeah.
Like she has
Oh.
a small
I remember you talking
hand,
about
and
this.
he has like half a leg. So she dressed up in a way to make her arm stand out.
Yeah.
And he dressed up as a pirate with peg leg. You know what I mean? So they were both laughing at each other's
Yeah.
humor, and
One night stand.
It was one night stand, but it was also like insta love. But after the one night stand, it was very slow burn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
it was really good, and the way he takes care of her is just top tier.
I just, that's a major ick.
He's like the hot nerd. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
which
the
I
hot
like.
nerd
I like
type.
that.
It's just
Just
Oh
I have realized that I don't like pregnancy tropes.
well,
Been
I
there.
loved it.
figure that out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, so my number 9 is Paxton Walter.
Oh, 9?
Well, yeah, when
He
I
is on
compare
my
him
list,
to
but
the
he is
other
not
people,
9.
He didn't make my list.
he was a little reckless for me. That stresses me out. I'm like, dude, I need you to settle down.
I'll tell you my opinion
The
on that
motocross thing, hot. All the time on a cruise ship, no.
Yeah.
but-
I would love that. That is
but-
my dream.
I did like the whole bad boy, but it's actually
Not
a
a
really
bad boy.
good guy.
But honestly, I don't think he was ever really a bad boy. Because
Yeah.
even at the very beginning, he was like helping her into her
right.
harness.
But he was supposed to give off that, like,
he was supposed to give it off,
douchey
but he never
vibe.
really was that.
No,
I think he was
wasn't.
like that online, but not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not
Like I
actually.
said, I just read so many books that he didn't make my
Oh,
top 10.
he's much higher on my list. We'll talk about him later. So number 8, I put Joey from Finding 13, which I want to read his books too. But he is just, I feel like he's just precious.
Yeah.
And
yes.
again, I haven't read his books, so there could be more to it than that.
Apparently his are like gut wrenching because there's so much more that he experiences
Yeah.
I feel like
because he's older.
This is why I'm done with that series. I can't do it.
well, and I feel like what I like about him is like he's like the protector,
Yeah.
and I think that's precious, and he's so good with his siblings.
Yes.
I really don't think I could read his books because I was the Joey. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like,
No, that's
I also
yeah.
love
good.
Aoife, so
Yeah,
I just
Yeah.
think their relationship was really cute.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Yeah.
excited to read his books.
they were just too heavy for me.
That's why I haven't read the second one yet. I'm like, I have to be in the right mental.
You need to
space.
finish the story though.
Oh, I will.
I
it's on my
the
list.
second book
It's on
because
my
I couldn't
summer
read it.
TBR.
Okay.
I have to be in the right mind space for that series.
My number 8 was Hudson from Variation. I just loved him.
Oh, I forgot about him.
He's on my list too, but
Dang.
Higher.
I loved him so much. I did.
Dang.
He was just
Oh, he was
he
great.
was
The-
perfect.
him saving that seat for
Yeah.
Oh
10
my
years
gosh,
or whatever.
I know. No, she saved him.
Or
the
she
seat.
saved it, but like he was always there, wasn't he?
No, he didn't.
No, he
Oh,
didn't show up
shoot.
till the
Yeah.
very last time.
Okay, never mind.
But he did show up.
But he did show up. Yeah, I just think that's so sweet.
That is sweet.
I like him a lot.
I like him too.
Okay, my number 8 is Dr. Maddox from Yours Truly.
Oh, I forgot about him.
He had a lot of anxiety. And that's not something that's portrayed in males.
Yeah.
And a lot of because I mean
Yeah.
it's a topic that's not talked about. And then in the book world, there's supposed to be these like grizzly men with no problems.
Right.
But
That's not
I really
realistic,
liked that vulnerable side of him. But when you got to know him, like he was a man's man.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
And I also Dr. Hello. Love
That's
that.
why I really think you'll like Justin from Just for the Summer.
Okay, well that makes me excited because I really liked Dr. Maddox.
He's on my list.
He
He's on mine
was,
too.
even though he dealt with anxiety.
Yeah.
I just loved him. He was precious.
Yeah, I did love him.
I did too.
Honorable mention right there.
I put Luca from Love Light Farms. I love a good friends to lovers, and they are just the perfect friends
They
to
are the
lovers.
perfect
And
friends to
he is
lovers.
just precious the
He is.
entire book. So
I'm surprised you like that book because he
okay, it was the friends to lovers.
does dirty things. Okay,
I don't
Katarina.
remember that.
girl, you don't remember
I
the
probably
couch?
didn't.
She probably skipped
Probably didn't
it.
read it.
They do things on the couch that made me blush.
Oh.
I had to skip
Probably
a few
didn't read
pages.
it. But
Like
Good friends to lovers.
added to my list of things that I didn't think I'd ever read.
No, it
Okay.
was just like I think he has a mouth on him. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, not necessarily a bad thing,
No.
but I'm surprised Katarina liked it.
I probably skipped it. I don't remember that at all.
She said,
But I
Yeah,
like
next
him.
page.
Yeah, I did like him.
That's so funny.
Which one are we on? 7?
Yep.
Lincoln from On the Shore. He is
I feel like I'm not gonna know who any.
another
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Laura Pavlov man.
Oh, I love Laura Pavlov.
I know.
She's
She
killing
writes
it.
men.
Who would you
better.
relate her to? Like who? What kind of author that we would know?
You have to ask Kaylee, the romance guru.
I would definitely say she is a mix of Elsie Silver and like the Wild Love version of Elsie Silver.
Pass.
But like
It's so good.
she writes kind of again like a spicy Sarah Adams. Like Sarah Adams,
Yeah.
but add in like 20% more spice.
And it wasn't cringy spice.
No, it's not cringy spice.
Just
it's just
skippable.
It's
there's
not
spice. Yeah.
on the floor.
And it's
crawling.
not like the whole thing is spice. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely not cringy spice. Like
Okay.
like the Elsie Silver book.
Like the Elsie Silver book.
It's just
that will make me never read another Elsie
Spicy.
Silver book.
she'd like Wild Love if she read it. Which it's in your TBR jar, so I can't wait for you to pull it.
After she reads Twilight.
You put that in at the same time as Powerless, so
Oh my
can
God,
I
I
have a
forgot
pass
Edward.
on that one?
Because I would have rather you read Wild Love than Powerless.
Oh joy. Okay.
Okay. Well, number 7 is Johnny Kavanaugh. Because
I loved him.
I love him.
I think we should all get sweatshirts.
Absolutely, Boys of Tillman. I'm a Johnny supporter. Like the fact
Oh, yeah.
that he immediately like fell for her and became very protective of her, and it took him a while to figure out like his feelings. But he
was precious towards her.
and the fact that he took the family, like just him saving the family,
Yeah.
just oh my gosh, it was so good.
There's
I
more
loved
to
him.
that in Keeping 13, isn't there?
Yes,
Yeah.
and he's precious,
excited.
and I just love everything about him. And he is a rugby player, so
Yeah. Yeah. that too.
immediate
Just
add
like Luke
points.
Bateman.
Immediate add points. I
Yeah.
think there is a lore to that because that is not a U.S. sport, and that's not something we
Yeah.
see. I mean, it is a U.S. sport. We play it here, obviously, but
Not
it's
really,
not
though.
the lore. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
oh, NFL stars. I'm like, whatever. Rugby players.
I wonder if other countries are like NFL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, they sell out the stadiums when there's like that one
Yeah.
random game that goes.
But do you
to-
think readers,
Paris or
like
something.
Yeah,
non-American readers, are like,
right.
ooh,
But I don't
football.
want to read
We
about
don't-
football
I
players.
was like, there's not really.
Oh, there's
much
not.
football, period.
I mean,
Hockey.
I've read a few.
Sarah Adams has
football.
one, right?
She has 2. I've read a couple other ones too.
See, there's no lore there.
But
No.
There's
it's
a lore
hockey.
with hockey and rugby.
I don't know why.
Because you didn't go to the hockey game, so duh, you
I've
don't know
been to
why.
a hockey game before.
I can't wait for the next season.
But not after we read the hockey books.
It
I
like
had
it
read a
wasn't.
hockey book.
Exactly. That's what
You
I'm
need
saying.
to. Not the deal.
Not the deal. No,
No,
absolutely not.
So
I need
Johnny-
to bring you one of my hockey books that have no spice in it.
Please. And
Sports
then you
romance
get
are
to
just
see.
not my thing. at all.
See, I want some baseball recs because I went to the game last night and I was like, baseball.
I think go to the baseball game because I was like, nah, I'd rather be home reading a book. I brought books to baseball games before when I've had to go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good way to pass the time. Sometimes
I read Queen of Shadows at a baseball game.
I mean, honestly, I prefer watching like college softball over baseball because it's way more entertaining than baseball.
This is actually a funny story. I went to the Fireflies game last summer because Chris was like, he wanted to go, and we were like on a date day or whatever. I was reading Queen of Shadows. The girl behind me was reading Crescent City, and I looked and I was like, "That's hilarious." And she was like, "This is so funny."
That's so funny. I feel like I found my people. Let's sit together. Let's talk.
So funny. Okay, so my number 6 is Jack from Beg, Borrow, and Steal.
Okay, yeah.
He's so sweet.
Yeah.
And their banter's really cute too for a
really
long
good.
time. You would love that one.
I feel like he's a hot nerd too.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I like that.
And then
I
like
can get behind it.
the closet scene.
That was great.
They
I
have
love
their
the closet
first
scene.
kiss, right?
First
In the
kiss,
closet
yeah.
where they're sneaking into the principal's house to grab a manuscript.
What?
You have to read it.
It's really
Okay.
cute. It's super cute. And it's really, her books are really easy reads.
First, you have to read Practice Makes Perfect.
Okay.
Technically, you have to
can
read When in
skip
Rome.
When in Rome.
Yeah, it's not great. Practice Makes Perfect.
Because I have
is
Practice Makes
fantastic.
Perfect, but I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like I have to read
No,
When
you
in Rome
don't.
first. Okay.
You don't have to. You'll know that you'll understand the sibling relationship better because it's 4 siblings, the 4 books.
Okay.
I don't think you
But
have
like,
to.
I don't think you have
Is
to.
that how all romance books are written?
Basically.
With siblings?
Basically.
Large
This
families?
is a really sweet set of siblings, though. You'll
Okay.
like, they're awesome. I
cannot wait for the last book.
don't like
I'm so
Noah
excited.
at all.
My number 6 was Justin from Just for the Summer.
That's my number 5.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with him. I love him so much.
You have to read that
I
one.
want to read it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what series is that in? Is
that
it a
part of
standalone
your
too?
I think it's a standalone. I
Okay,
mean,
so
there's.
you could read
I
that
think
one.
all of her books are standalone. So
I
just
mean, they're
connected.
interconnected,
With
but there's like 3 series.
there. This one
Is it part of your world? Is it
I
that
think
one?
it's part of your.
It
world.
might be,
But the way he just steps up and takes care of his family, I just love him so much.
he's
Okay.
he's
I'm going
great.
to read it soon.
I love him so much.
Let's see.
All right. My number 6 is Ford Grant
Oh,
from Wild
Ford.
Love.
Love Ford.
And the billionaire man that he is.
The billionaire man.
The man that
It
he
is
is.
part of your world. Number 3,
Okay. And it's brother's best friend.
It is.
which I do like.
I think tropes add to the MMC and
Yeah.
the likability of the
sure.
MMC. And so the fact that he was brother's best friend, yeah, sign me up.
And
Love it.
he was like, I just love it when a man spoils his girl. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it's just great.
And like but it was also one of those things where they flirted in high school and he actually liked her, but she didn't think that she even knew
Yeah.
he existed. So
Interesting.
It's
cowboy
it's
in it.
good. No, it's not.
he's not a cowboy.
He has a.
I mean, they're on a
music-
farm.
Swore Wild Love was cowboy.
It's producer. He produces music.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and that's a really sweet side of him too.
The brother that's his best friend is a
Okay.
cowboy.
Okay, so that's the second book.
But it's not. It doesn't give cowboy romance like at all.
Interesting. Okay.
It's like that series is not anything like Chestnut Springs at all.
Katarina
That
is
book.
scarred. Katarina is scarred.
I really do think you'd like Wild Love.
Okay.
I do. It has
I'll wait till my
nothing to
TBR jar
do
pulls it.
with cowboys. I'm just gonna sneak in here and just put it like 6 times.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
Twilight.
I can't.
Sorry.
It's
Okay.
the best thing to happen
Did
today.
you do your 6?
Yeah, that was number 6 for me.
Okay, my 5 was Justin from Just for the Summer. So.
Okay.
My 5 was Will Griffin.
Oh, he's
From
way higher on
Practice
my
Makes Perfect.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
like the tattooed bad boy,
Sign me up.
and they practice date. Freaking love it.
Yeah, I love him.
God, if there was one Sarah Adams book I wish was spicy, it was that one.
You like
Just
Sarah
saying.
Adams? Publish
Annie's
a
just
chapter.
precious. I love her too.
Annie's precious,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
But Will.
Will Griffin.
Okay, I have it at home. I need to read it.
Yes, you need
So-
to read it.
It's so quick.
I put it off so long because I did not like When in Rome.
It's
And
It's
now
an
I've read-
audiobook, though?
I've read 4 of her books in the last like 3 weeks. Because
Practice
of
makes
it.
perfect.
Yeah. So like When in Rome was
Addict?
just not great, and then I was like, oh, I see it now.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Throne of Glass, where you have to like read
I was
the
like,
first
ugh,
book
I
to
have
get into the
Practice Makes
rest
Perfect
of
back to
them.
Kaylee. That's the only
Oh,
reason I read
gosh.
it, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Crap. You're
I
like,
think I gave it back to you. I have Beg, Borrow, and Steal for the video.
Okay.
Okay, so my number 5 is Fox Thornton from Hook, Line, and Sinker.
So you have a wolf and a fox.
Yeah.
That is not a kink. So he is a man. It works on a boat, so he is strong and
Famous
muscular.
fox.
And you probably would get the ick from him because in the first book he is a ladies' man, and they always joke around that he's never going to settle down, and it's like,
and I think that's why I got the ick from. I didn't get the ick from Landon from Nova, but like part of me was like, that's not my thing.
And it's awful because like everyone always looks down on him.
Yeah.
But then when he meets
Her.
the moment he meets the girl, I can't remember her name, he stops everything that he's
That's how
been
Landon
doing.
is.
And he completely changes, and I love it. And I
Is
love
Fox
him.
his real name? Because that could go along with his personality too. Like, was that a nickname?
It might be. I can't remember.
I don't remember him being anything but Fox. So
If it was like brief. But
Yeah.
he's great. I love him.
My number 4 was Johnny. So again, if I was in high school or if he was 30 plus,
Yeah.
Johnny Kavanaugh.
Appropriate context to be used.
I'm not going for a 16.
I mean, I will always be Team Edward. So, and he was in high school.
he was definitely in high school.
That's so
I'm
funny.
Team Jacob though.
I just love how like precious Johnny was. Like,
Just from the very beginning.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he had that whole, he's a player or whatever, but he really
but
wasn't.
even his friends were like, no, Johnny's a good guy.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. He was great.
My number 4 is Garrett Graham.
Is
from
he your
The
number 1?
Deal.
Oh, yeah.
I loved Garrett Graham. He was great.
Nothing. Klein, my number 2,
Oh.
is a tough one. Like, he's pushing for Gary Graham's spot.
If the book ends really well, will he be number 1?
Probably, just because of how he speaks.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
God, that's just from you saying that is like my next read now. Like
swooning.
Ooh.
I want to like find things that I've read that I'm just like, because a woman wrote it, but like,
Did you highlight it?
Maybe some of it. It's because it's fake dating.
Yeah.
She in her head the whole time is like, oh, is he only saying these things because he's a writer? And she'll be like, Klein the writer. And he's like, no, I'm not just saying these things as fluff. Like, this is legit.
But okay, so I literally just barely started Only in Your Dreams, so I might like pause that and switch to that.
It's a longer read.
It's long.
It's over 400 pages.
Oh.
But everything that's happening, even though and part of me's like, we could have skipped that, but no, I've loved every bit of it.
Okay.
There's, oh my god, they're so good.
Here for it.
But
Okay.
Garrett Graham.
Who's your number 4?
My number 4 is Wolf Wayburn. Man.
Yep.
No more to be said.
Yeah.
I think him being in the military also knocked him up a couple steps. Gotta love a man in
I
uniform.
normally don't like a man in the military though. I don't. That is not my vibe. Because
I wouldn't want a military man.
I have
No.
dated a military
that's the
man.
whole thing.
That was not it for me.
Interesting.
I think it's the whole like
Uniform.
he was and
Yes,
then
yeah,
came
yeah.
back and like it's part of how
he
he
wasn't
is.
like just military. He was like, what was it, like special forces or something like that?
Like he was hardcore.
Hardcore, could die.
And I
Like,
love and
interesting.
he was the grumpy of the sunshine.
Oh yeah, for sure. He was the
Now
grumpy.
that you know what that means.
Now that I know what that means.
He was for sure
funny.
grumpy.
And it took him a while to come around to it, but
Yeah.
immediately he was like, "No, Dylan, you're mine."
Mine.
He-
I love a possessive man like
I
that
do too.
When he has redeeming qualities, yes.
Not Blake.
Not Blake.
And he was precious. Like his best friend was still in special forces and was working with his wife to try and get him out because something happens with him. And he's just a good guy.
Yeah. What book is that?
Only mine.
Yep, only mine.
Laura Pavlov.
It's this like you need to read Simply Mine first. I think you'd
Okay.
like that one a lot. And
Okay.
then
Because
read
that's
Only
friend.
Mine.
That's childhood friends.
To lovers.
Okay.
Sweet.
She's
That's
a
my
teacher.
favorite.
Yeah. It was sweet.
Okay. I can just
Simply Mine.
skip the 20%.
I'll bring
It wasn't
that one
bad.
wasn't
No.
spicy.
Okay.
Not as much as Only Mine.
No,
Okay.
I'll bring Simply Mine to you because
It was
Only Mine
good.
was a lot spicier than Simply Mine.
Okay.
It
So I just
was.
need to read the first one.
Number
Okay. So
Number
3, right?
3, yeah.
Was Hudson
Hudson.
from Variation. He was
I
just
hate
so
that I forgot him.
Sweet. Where would
He
you
was.
place him?
He'd be like 5 or 6.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
He was precious. There were no red flags
precious.
about him.
No red
None.
flags.
No.
Green-
You
he's a
like
walking
went through the
green
whole
flag.
book thinking there could have been.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no, he's perfect.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He,
He
literally
was perfect the whole
Did
time.
nothing wrong.
No.
My number 3 is Weston Belmont.
Who's that?
You haven't read him yet. He's the
Okay.
next book
In
after
Catherine Cowles?
No, after Wild Love, it's Wild Eyes. Wild
okay.
Eyes. He's the next book. I adore him so
That's the guy
much, but he's also a single dad.
He is. But I like those kids. I
Yeah.
think because I was introduced to them in Wild Love, it wouldn't bother me.
Yeah,
I really
and
think it
they're
depends on the backstory.
again
Yeah.
older.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're not there for half the story because the mom gets
The
them
mom,
like
okay.
every other week or
Oh.
whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, I
Yeah.
freaking loved him so much. God.
My number 3 is Shep Coulson.
What book?
I want to. The Delicate Escape.
Oh, I need to read
He
this.
builds a whole house for her.
Freaking love Shep.
I love him.
He's a contractor.
He's a contractor. And he is, from the moment he just knows something is off about her and is completely invested and respects her boundaries. And because of her psycho ex-boyfriend, she didn't want anyone to be in her house, but her plumbing like erupted in her bathroom and he was going to fix it.
Interesting.
And he was like, if this is on your terms, you tell me when.
Yeah.
And like, I'll try and work from the outside. Like he would go above and beyond to accommodate
Yeah.
her. And he's a man's
sweet.
man.
Didn't he literally take a bullet for her at the end?
You might be right.
Yeah.
I forgot the very end, but either way,
We read too much.
we
Yeah,
do read too
do.
much.
Anyways, he's a fantastic
funny.
man.
Was that your 3? That was yours.
That was number 3. Yeah.
Okay, so my 2 was Will Griffin. So my 2 and 1, I may just say them together because they're like the same. Paxton Wilder was my number 1.
Was he?
Yeah, so him and Will, I feel like are very similar.
They are pretty
Mine
similar.
is the like Will's not a daredevil; he's a bodyguard, but they're both like tattooed and stuff, which is totally not my type.
No.
and totally not what I would go for. But like,
That's so funny.
yeah, I don't know. There's just something about both of them that I was like,
It's so
I don't
funny
know.
because my 2 and 1 go together too.
really.
So number 2 is Theo from
One
Chestnut
of the
Springs,
flawless or
and
tireless.
number 1 is Daddy Cade from Chestnut Springs. Good
So
God,
your 2
man.
favorite are from the same series.
Yes,
Interesting.
Chestnut Springs. Theo is like the playboy, but he's really not once you get to know him. And then like literally again, like you said, the second he meets her, it's him and Tink. Like freaking
Tink.
That's his nickname for her because she looks like Tinkerbell.
Okay, that's cute.
That's cute.
Absolutely. And he's the sunshine, she's the grumpy.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
That is
interesting.
yeah, that is cute though.
But Cade, the man that he is, oh, you'd hate that book. You'd love that book.
Oh, okay.
You'd love that book. I have never read a dirtier mouth than his, so you'd hate it.
Yeah,
You'd love it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Okay.
Well, my 2 and 1 are Klein from Here for the Cake and Garrett Graham. I don't know what L. Kennedy did to that man in that book, but like, I can't get over him. I can't. I honestly don't remember much of the plot. I just remember Garrett Graham.
Yeah.
And I love the book. It was such a good hockey romance, but oh, that's the one where she has to tutor him.
She has the tutor.
Oh, okay. And he would give you the ick in the very beginning because he's caught with another girl.
Yeah.
And then just the moment, though, that he's like attached to her. It's so good. But
That's
then,
the one that had some weird stuff in it, though, that we had never
Is
read
it?
before.
No, I thought that was Behind the Net.
No, he definitely. I mean, yes, that one too, but
Oh.
that one definitely had some weird stuff I've never read before, and I was like, eh. But I love Garrett Graham, so
I
it's
love
fine.
Garrett Graham. And then I love Klein.
Yeah,
I need somebody else to read this
I
book.
like the name.
yeah.
Like,
I
that
do
just
too.
sounds
Well,
like
apparently, I haven't finished it. He went through some stuff with bullying. Apparently, people called him like an underwear or something in elementary school because Calvin Klein.
Oh. I thought you
So
were
he was
talking Garrett
bullied
Graham.
between that and his dyslexia. But
Cool.
Interesting. Nice.
So the top 7 that our readers said was Kate Eaton, which was
Number 1?
my number 1. Yes.
oh, okay.
Johnny
Johnny,
Kavanaugh. Mm-hmm.
oh, okay.
Kai and Isaiah Rhodes, which is from the Windy City series, which I want to read. I've been seeing a ton about that.
Mile High.
I think so, yeah.
That's the first book, I think, right?
So, yeah.
Okay,
And the last
I know what
book
it is.
just came out.
Okay, yeah.
And so I've seen a ton about that, and I kind of want to read it. Noah Riley, which was from Say You Swear.
Oh, that's on my list to read. I've been wanting to read it.
I've heard that's like Binding 13.
I know. I've heard that too.
Yeah. Gibbsy.
No.
Love.
That's so
Gus
funny.
from Rebel Blue, which is it's a cowboy romance.
Okay.
And then Archer from Archer's Voice.
He's precious.
Oh,
So, yeah.
cool. Okay.
Nice.
That's
fun.
Do fantasy.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm more excited about fantasy.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I feel like there's just so much more that differentiates them than in, your typical like romance books.
Yeah.
That's true.
So fantasy. My 10 is actually kind of controversial because I probably would switch him out if I read anything better. I have Kingfisher.
Yeah.
So it's like, I need a 10. He's fine. So I don't know.
I'm hoping that
He
there is
redeems
just
himself.
way more depth in the second book because we really didn't get to see who Kingfisher was until the last 30%.
No, and I feel like he's probably a really good guy.
He's probably really great if she doesn't mess up the second book.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm not going to read the second book, but we'll see about Kingfisher. He did not make my top 10.
See, I like the whole... What trope is that? Where they're kind of a douchebag to the girl, but for reasons. What is that?
Bully
not-
romance.
it's not
Kind
a
of
bully
like
romance.
enemies. I mean, they're kind of enemies at the beginning, but also he's not looking at her like an enemy because he knows who she is.
Right.
So I don't know.
I just
I
did
don't know.
not like the whole first 70% of that book.
Yeah. I feel like he's
It
going to
would-
redeem himself though.
I think
I
he
hope
will.
so. I think so. I think she had to do that to set the stage, but there's a lot to be done.
Yeah.
My number 10 is Azrael. I'm obsessed with Azrael.
Oh, he's your number 10?
So he-
but because we don't have a book about him yet. You know what I mean?
Okay, fair.
That's why.
He's
Hold
just
on.
kind of
So
floating.
he's not the MMC.
What?
Oh, I was thinking Book
Akatar.
of Azrael. Never mind.
No, Azrael
Wrong
from
book.
The Bat Boy.
Never mind.
Azrael.
Okay.
Bad boy Azrael.
He's your
Bad
number
boy.
10? I thought you were obsessed with
I
him.
am obsessed with him.
That's what I
but
said.
I've read the book from all these other people.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So that's
You're
why
like,
I was like, he's
he'll
definitely
probably go way
top.
up when you-
He'll probably be 1 or 2 once I get his book,
Okay,
Sarah
fair.
J. Maas.
Fair.
But
I think that's why I didn't think it was that Azrael because I was like, I thought he
Yeah.
was like number 1. You
no,
know?
I'm obsessed with him. I just haven't read his book yet. You
Is
know what I mean?
Azrael in the Book of Azrael a person?
Same Q. The Book of Azrael is like a book that they're.
So Azrael's not a person.
It is, but it's not the main character.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. I thought the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
My number 10. So this is to be determined later on. Trial of Sun Queen, Nadir. We did
Yeah.
not get to see a lot of him,
Yeah.
but I liked what I saw. And I'm very curious. Yes. Because I'm very curious.
Even less with him though, because we don't know
Right. There's only
anything
been a
about
few
him.
chapters,
Yeah.
but like he's already pushing back on his dad
And you can
what
tell
his
they're
dad
in
wants.
game.
They're in game. And Megan said that the second book, I mean, it's almost identical in the way that Akatar is structured, and we end up loving Rhysand in the second book. So I'm getting that vibe from him.
I have heard the second book is the best book of the series.
Same. That's what she said. She's
Yeah.
almost done. She probably's done by now. And
With
she,
all of them or the second
with all
book?
of them. And she
Oh.
was obsessed
Oh my
with the
gosh.
second one.
Okay.
When she starts a series though and is obsessed with it,
She
she'll
just-
finish it all the way through.
Oh, I can't do
I
that.
wish I could do that.
Yeah, same.
As-
She'll,
but
she
could
did that
never
with
be
the
me.
Boys of Tommen.
Could never.
Yeah, I
be
can't
me.
do that. Can't do it.
Either.
Number 9.
Oh, okay. So my 9 is actually, y'all haven't read this book, Tommel from Blood Over Brighthaven, but it's kind of an interesting one because there's kind of like a subplot romance in that book, but there's a big twist at the end, and one of them doesn't make it.
Oh no.
So, like,
Ew.
he's precious, and he is like the peasant servant, but you realize that he's like got a lot more depth to him. I thought he was fantastic. There will not be a second book though, so it's kind of depressing
that
to.
stinks.
Yeah,
Ew.
the ending is it is a standalone fantasy, and the ending is like, well, dang, that's how that ended. So, but I
Ew.
loved him, so I don't know, he's precious.
Dang.
My 9 was Carrie and Swift. I loved Carrie.
Oh,
Oh, I have him, but he's way up on
But
my
we
list.
still we've seen a little bit of him. We haven't seen a whole.
He needs
lot
his
of
own
him.
book.
Yeah,
Amen. Agreed.
but
He could have a whole book on his backstory.
Yeah, he definitely made it in over Kingfisher though because
Oh, for sure.
I didn't even put Kingfisher on my
I didn't
list.
put
Carrion's
Kingfisher.
way up on my list.
I love Carrion, but like I said, I haven't.
We
He's
don't know
only
enough
been
about
a
him.
side character. He hasn't been like a
and very side character.
right, very minimal.
Like, yeah.
Carrion Swift.
Right.
But
Yeah.
what I have read of his, love.
It's funny because when I was reading the book, I had heard Carrie and Swift. It's like amazing. The first like little bit, you're like, he's kind of a
douche.
Like, he's
and then
not
you're like,
cool.
well, where'd he go?
And then he
he
comes back,
shows
you're like,
up.
And
oh no, he's hilarious.
yeah, he's the best
so
thing about that
fun.
whole book.
He is
I
the best
love
thing
him.
about that whole book.
Yeah.
So my number 9 is probably controversial. It's Rhysand.
He's my number 8.
Controversial as in like
People are obsessed with him.
yeah, okay, yeah.
He's my number 8.
I didn't put him on
Okay.
there.
Well, I loved him in Mist and Fury because hands down, what happened in Mist and Fury, and I don't want to obviously ruin it, but that is one of my favorite things to have ever happened in a book.
Mm-hmm. Are you talking
But
about page
then-
666?
Oh, you're
What is
kidding.
that? Oh no,
Oh, which one?
I'm talking about. Is Mist and Fury the second one?
Mm-hmm. That's the only other one I read.
That's the one where he stops the shindig that's
Oh,
happening.
yeah.
Oh,
That is hands down. I was not predicting. I mean, I kind of saw it, but I loved that happened.
yeah.
But then he just got very
Possessive.
yes, and just cringe with Feyre. By Silver Flames, I was not impressed. Because I mean,
Whenever,
I guess
Silver Flames, the end of Silver Flames, if you haven't read it, I'm not going to spoil it, but whatever the end of Silver Flames,
I
was
didn't.
not it for me. He gave me the ick a little bit in Silver
he
Flames.
did. It's very.
But I still
I'm
loved him.
obsessed. Love him. He's
Yeah.
hot. From all the fan art that I've seen,
From fan art.
But he gave me the ick a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I liked him early on.
Yeah.
Before, I guess during the chase.
A reverse
I liked
Dane.
the chase. Yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Dane.
I almost put eyes
I
on
did
me.
too.
Dane.
And I've been obsessed with him since book 1.
You have.
Dane.
How'd you
Oh.
forget Dane?
Okay, well, Dane's going to take the place of Reese then.
Okay, I'm changing my list up a little bit.
Okay, who's your number?
8.
8. Yeah.
I put Nadir because I think that he's going to be really good.
I'm excited.
So I don't really know, but we don't know.
It's
enough
giving brown hair versus blonde hair
about him.
theory.
Yes,
So
100%. 100%. And
I'm
I
excited
liked what
to
I saw in the first book. So.
absolutely, I'm here for it.
So my number 8 is now Dane. Eyes on me, Atos.
Eyes on me, Atos.
Because
Never forget.
Eyes on me, Atos. That's all I have to say about that.
Honestly, Rebecca Yarros.
Y'all ain't got
knew.
room to talk. I have been saying it from day 1.
No, because I did not hate,
hate
him.
No, I hate Fourth Wing Dane Atos. Hate him. He's
I always
obnoxious.
thought
I always
There's something
thought that I
about
thought his
him.
dad was controlling, and he did not mean to be that way.
I like
But
Dane
I still
Atos
did not like him in Fourth
Oh,
Wing.
I.
just
because-
with Sloane. That is the
Yes.
Dane Atos I like.
Yes.
And we got to see a different side of Dane Atos, and I
I
was like,
love Dane.
Okay.
okay.
If we get to see Dane Eyes on me
It's so
in the
funny,
next book,
Before Onyx Storm came out, I was like, can I tell people I like Dane?
no.
And now I'm like, no, I loved him, and
Yeah.
y'all now like him too. So it's
You still can't make me love him in Fourth Wing.
No.
No. But I read that scene.
It's the friends thing. Like the
See,
fact that
and I
he,
think
I'm
that's why I'm like-
I love that.
he betrayed her though.
I mean, he did, and what he did was wrong. But like,
That's
I
why I
still
don't like him.
him.
Well,
I just
Onyx Storm Dane.
Onyx
Is my
Storm
number
Dane.
8.
I read that part. I said, what? Sorry?
There are some characters I can't fully picture in my head. I can fully picture what I feel like he looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Who's
know.
I
I love
can-
him.
your number
Okay,
8?
my number 8 is Castile
I don't think I've
from
read
Blood and Ash.
Oh,
I've heard
So,
of him,
okay.
I hadn't heard of him.
that. Hold on,
I
is he
actually
He the main
love him.
character?
Yes. Well, in Blood and Ash,
Okay.
he's Hawk
okay.
because he
That's
had
his
his
name?
identity
Okay.
in the first book.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a spoiler. I'm sorry if it is. But I don't think that really contributes to the plot other than he's not who he says he is.
Yeah.
I loved him in that book. I loved him in the second book.
And you haven't.
And I
finished the
love
series.
him, but
Yeah.
the series, it just got, there was so much happening. I wanted to be like,
Yeah.
can you calm down? It's not this serious all the time. Like pedal to the metal, start to end. It was a lot. And
Yeah.
I think my thing is I love the chase.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
it gets to that point,
like,
I'm just like, okay. But the first and second book, that's all that it is. And
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
And I love him.
So my 7 is Kale.
Okay.
He's the only Throne of Glass person I
he
put.
is up there from me.
It's fun. He is so controversial too. I
He's
love
why?
him.
up higher
a
on
lot
my
of people
list.
don't like him.
What?
Like Tower of Dawn is like the most
Okay.
hated book.
Now that you say that, on the rankings that we've done, people always bash Kale.
Yeah, everyone hates Kale.
I don't know
I
why.
am such a Tower Dawn stan right now. Oh my gosh.
He's higher on my list, so
Way higher for me, too.
I loved him.
When
He's
he told
precious.
Irene, come here. I think I texted her and I said,
she did.
come here, Kale, versus I
Eyes
saw
on
me
me,
Danatos.
Danatos.
I'm going to take Kale every time because I said, what? Okay.
I think he's great.
That whole scene, oh my gosh, I was like, walk, Kale, walk. I was like, I'm here for this.
Oh my gosh.
I loved it.
I love him. He makes me
Oh
giddy.
my gosh. Okay, what are we on? 7. I put Lorian.
He's higher on my list.
I put Lorian from a
Kingdom of
Kingdom
Lies.
of Lies series. A Court That's Cruel and Lovely.
Okay, yeah.
I loved him so much. He was so
I'm
good.
excited
He
to
is
read
a
that.
male fae.
He
Is
is
all you need to know.
male fae.
Male fae.
Isn't he blonde?
No,
Oh,
I don't think so.
she's blonde. One
The
of
girl
them.
can be blonde.
No, the brother's blonde.
The brother is
The
blonde.
brother, and he's
Is he
bad.
bad?
No, he's awesome.
Is he?
I think so.
I thought he was controlling Lorian, but I didn't finish the
No.
series.
You know what? You can talk to me when you finish the series. Because I'm sorry, Cesar. I've been trying to get her to finish the series. Like that
Did you
series.
see
Put it
it?
in her TBR jar.
Side note: we made it on the
think I
street
did.
team for her new book, and we get
Did
an
we?
arc for her new book.
The
No way.
We Who Would I?
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Is
I'm
that
excited.
a new series?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
so.
it's separate. It's more Roman, right?
I think
Roman
I
what?
would not
Mythology.
enjoy this new
Like
book.
structure. I think
Oh.
that might be
think-
wrong. I need to go back and read
would
I
it.
think I would not enjoy this new book, but
Probably
y'all
not.
would probably
I just
enjoy
like
this.
her writing.
Yeah.
Her writing's really good. Kingdom of Lies will always be like a top 5 series for me.
Wow.
for sure.
That's awesome.
7.
What number is this? 7?
Mhm.
Cassian.
Cassian, he was a lot.
What a man. He was a lot. Which I think is why he's only 7 for me.
He didn't make my
Visually,
list.
probably top 5.
Oh, visually, absolutely.
But like just
Physically,
character,
Yeah.
him and Nesta. It was
Yeah,
like
for
I felt like
me.
I was intruding on something in Silver
It
Flames.
felt like the scene from On Wings of Blood,
Ew.
but like
never public, but
for 20% of the book.
yeah, it was a lot. I'm such a Nesta supporter. I love the whole plot of Silver Flames, but this moment was a little much.
It was.
It was very spicy.
It was.
I
But there
haven't
is
finished
a
the
lot that
series.
happens in that book that contributes to the overall plot.
Yeah.
And it produces more things that makes you say, okay, well, what's happening with this? What's happening with this? It just makes more questions. But
And
I
that's
know.
the last book of the 4, right? 5.
Or the 5
and
until
a
she
half.
decides to put something else out.
Interesting. Interesting. So my 6 is Darrow from Red Rising.
Okay.
I didn't even love the book, but he is like amazing. He, without giving too much away, he is married at the beginning and they're only like 16. But the way he loves her is like precious. Absolutely precious.
And that one was written by a man too.
It was.
So
Like I will probably end up finishing the series at some point. He can write a love story. And
Oh.
that only happens at the beginning because something happens. But oh my gosh, he's like obsessed with his wife in like the sweetest way.
love that.
It was so sweet.
I love that.
I
So
keep
sweet.
going back and forth on whether or not I want to read that one or not. So
I don't know that you would like it. Like Chris is now reading Hunger Games, and I was like, "Are you going to read anything else?" He was like, "I'll consider it." I was like, "Red Rising is probably one you should read
Yeah.
because it's more like boy-ish,
yeah,
you know."
Yeah.
yeah. Which if you watched last week,
But also,
That's what Luke's
you
reading.
have the first like 100 pages, and it's a love story at the beginning. So like, I don't know.
yeah. My number 6 was Sam Keel or Liam from Book of
It's the
Ezreal.
same person.
Yes, just his old name. He's a god who is also the MMC.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Liam was the MMC. That's why when you said Azrael, I was like,
His old god name
Yeah.
is Sam Keel, but he goes by
Okay.
Liam.
okay,
Love him so much. He is like supposed to be this old like god, which you don't see like a god as an MMC a lot. But he is a cinnamon roll, and he would literally burn down the world for her. And she
okay.
Love that.
she's
is
the hardcore one. Isn't she?
She's the morally gray one in the story. So
Oh.
yeah, it's so good. And there's like
Interesting.
I feel like you would like it
Yeah.
specifically because
yeah,
there's one tea tiny scene
yeah,
and it's not even full on spice. And it's 80% and then that's it. Like
yeah.
it's not spicy
Oh.
at all. It's
I need to read that one.
Yeah, it's not spicy at all. And
Okay.
it's like so good.
Ooh.
I want to read that one. Okay, so my number 6, I just flopped some, is Max Centarius
Max.
from Daughter of No Worlds.
Oh,
Yeah.
This
about
is going to
him.
be a series that I need to finish at some point. The audiobook just was a little intimidating because it was almost 20 hours. And I was trying to start
is
Throne
the
of
book
Glass.
that long? I didn't think it
Yeah,
was.
it was
The
pretty long.
first audiobook
realize that.
was more like 15 hours, I think. But I was getting into Throne of Glass, and I
Yeah.
saw 19 hours, and I was like, I can't do this in between books. But one, I just like his name, Max Centarius, and I love
Yeah.
how she says it. But
Yeah.
he's precious. He has been isolated this whole time, and because a lot of crap went down with his family, like there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that happened with his family, and
Yeah.
it contributes to who he was. And it's forced proximity. So good. I love
That
him.
one's really similar to Throne of Glass, isn't it?
I feel like it's Quicksilver
Kinda.
and Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
See, I just like don't want to read that right now. You know?
Yeah.
I will say the way it's written is
Yeah.
it's very classical and it's beautifully written. And there was this one scene that I read about something that he gave her that gave me full body chills because I was like, this is beautiful. Because the moment she was figuring it out, and I was like, he did not do that. It was precious.
I don't see why Serpent and the Wings of Night is her most popular series when
That's
that
the
is out.
same
Yeah.
Yeah.
writer.
It's good.
What? Carissa Broadbent. Okay.
Does that move Serpent and the Wings of Night up higher on the list?
Yeah. Because I
liked
loved
it.
her writing in
Yeah.
Daughter of No Worlds.
No, that's what I'm saying. I loved Serpent and the Wings of Night. I did not like the second one, but I mainly probably
I
didn't
didn't
like
read
it
the second one
because
yet.
how the second
Why
one
did
ended.
I not put that together? I don't pay attention to author names on the
Yeah.
books.
There's some
Yeah.
crazy twists in that book.
Yeah, but I looked up the ending to Daughter of No Worlds because that was just not going to be a series I finished, and it ends very sweetly. So.
Oh,
That's not
good.
on my list.
I don't
it's
even know
on
what
there.
number
It's
we're
just
on.
not at the top right now.
Yeah.
Especially, and
We're on
it's done
5.
after 3. Yeah.
So, I had Elm, and I still have Elm on my list.
him. Yeah.
But then I had to put Dane on there. So Dane, Elm.
Sorry, Elm.
I like them both
Yeah.
a lot. Elm's just precious. Like everything about him's precious.
Everything about him.
And then I've been a Dane supporter since day one. So
Dang.
I can't even claim that. I don't care to, but
My
since
number
day
5
one.
is Kale because I
Yeah.
love Kale. I've been a Kale fan since
the beginning. I liked him from the beginning, even after the whole.
I was
beginning.
so confused as to why everybody hated him.
I was too.
he is up there.
I was
even
too.
higher for
I
me.
had people literally like, "Do you still like Kale?" As
Yeah,
I'm
I
reading it,
still
I'm
like
like,
Kale.
"Yeah." And they're like, "Oh."
Okay, so
love
does
Kale.
anything happen that's going to make me hate
No.
him?
He gets better
What?
in Kingdom of Ash.
Why do people hate
People say like
him?
the second and third book.
I'm like,
It's-
so
I'm
he
like,
redeemed himself.
Okay,
It was
he
fine.
redeemed himself,
He
but
redeemed
honestly,
himself.
because of what was happening, it's fair for you to feel those things,
Yeah.
Kale. Like
Correct.
that.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
I love Kale.
My number 5 is Lorian. I will say
From
Kingdom of Lies. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like him when you're talking about male fae. I like him better than Rowan because
I didn't put Rowan on my
Rowan
list.
is very well. Like I understand
I
Rowan.
didn't finish the series yet, so I can't say that.
I just
Huh?
I didn't finish the Kingdom of Lies series.
okay.
yet.
Rowan right now seems very, and
You're
it might
talking
just
about
be
Throne of Glass, right?
yes,
Okay, yeah.
which everyone's like, oh, Rowan.
He's
I'm like,
fine.
okay,
I mean,
great,
he's
but
fine.
like
I didn't put him
he
on my list.
also just does whatever Aelin tells him to do, and that's getting on my nerves because
Oh my
when I
God.
envision
No,
a male,
you can't talk
fae-
on Rowan yet until you're in Kingdom of Ash.
Okay, well, right now,
He gets better.
Oh my god. Well, because some things go down at the end of Empire of Storm.
Okay.
I don't remember what happened.
And when I tell you, he pulls a page from Liam's book and burns down the world. He burns down the world.
okay, well, I need him to redeem
he
that
on your
because right
list?
now he's like
number 3 on my list.
he's like a little like just pocket character right now.
No.
I feel like
Yeah.
okay.
Wait till Kingdom of Ash.
Well, that's why I liked Lorian because
Yeah.
from the very beginning he was like, "I'm going to be my own person, and I'm still going to burn the world down for you." And when he said, "I will literally find you," like because she got taken,
Yeah.
yeah,
and he was like, "I will literally find you wherever you are."
yeah.
Love.
I play the 5th on anything.
Okay, well that makes me feel better because I feel bad because I'm like I really should
wanna
like
say you said
Rowan.
that, but
tell
I
me.
can't. I can't do that.
I got 6 hours.
Well, you'll find out at the end.
Number 4,
Yeah,
Kai.
He's my number 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Totally
he
number
didn't
4.
make my list.
Kai Azer. Really? Did you forget about him? Or you're just like, meh.
I'm still annoyed with Fearless.
Oh, I am a totally.
And
but I'm more
not
annoyed
over
with
it
Kit.
yet.
Like, Kai
Yeah.
was fine.
I'm more annoyed with Kit.
Yeah.
I'm just annoyed with the whole series right now. I'm
Oh, I
sorry.
am too.
And it has just kind of be like,
I went from like a 5-star series to like,
4, 3.5.
I don't even know.
I literally told someone not to read it the other day because I didn't like how the book ended.
honestly, read Powerless and don't read anything else.
Because
Yeah.
they asked me, they said, "Oh, I've been wanting to read this," and I was like, I didn't like the way the last book ended, so
The whole
still-
last half of the book. You were like, "Oh my gosh, so good," and then I read it and I was like, and you're like, "Okay, maybe it's not as good as it."
No, I sat with it, and but I liked it all until the end when everything went down, and I couldn't tell y'all anything about what went down.
Kai just got too mushy for me.
That's true.
And he got
Yeah.
very like repetitive in what
Yeah.
he said. I loved him until the third book. I mean, I still love him,
Yeah.
but it just was
The last
Not
book is
obsessed.
Not good.
No,
that's upsetting.
What?
My number 4 is Carrie and Swift.
Carrie.
He's
I
my number 3.
just laughed so much.
He's so funny.
I just
Yeah.
love him.
He's so funny. It's really funny that we did that ranking like right before reading it. We're like, who's carrying?
Right.
And now we're like, carrying.
But just his smart mouth and how he tells off that other woman that it's just so mean.
Yeah.
Between that and his plant.
I
I
love
mean,
that.
just everything about
He's
that
just
man.
so
I
funny.
love him. Simon, the name of his sword, yes.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like just who he was in his past, I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
that is full circle. I love this character
Yeah,
so much.
I love him.
For sure.
That was my number 3.
My number 3 is Rowan.
Whitethorn. Whitehorn.
Yeah,
Whitethorn.
for reasons you will see soon.
I'm
Yeah.
ready. I love this series so much, but I'm to the point where I just want to be done with it now. I
Yeah.
just want to know what happens. I've gotten up to 1.35 speed, and that's huge for me because I usually
I
don't
do
listen
like
that fast.
1.5 to 2.
I've never listened that fast, but I'm like, okay,
Really?
let's go. I want to know what
Yeah,
happens.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
listen on 1.5 when I listen. I can't.
If
do
I'm
anything.
like, I can't do 2 initially when I start, but once I get the feel of the book, then I can go to 2.
I can't do that. I can stay on 1.5. But I read it on my Kindle, and I read it pretty fast on my Kindle.
I
because
probably would.
I
I'm
had to know.
not in my car as much right now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I'm hoping to finish it though, like by next week because I start driving more. My number 3 is Kale. I have loved him since the very beginning.
Yep.
From like the moment that him and Aylin love.
Yeah.
Selena.
Yeah.
Love
Love.
Kale.
Yeah. I like him. Number 2 is Riddick.
Me
I
too.
forgot to put him on my list.
He honestly might be my number 1, but if I'm thinking realistically, he's not the person I would be with. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I love him probably more than my number 1.
I don't want him to be like my best friend.
Yeah. 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 Like I don't
Just
think
someone
I
I would
can handle
always
him.
hang around.
Yes. His banter. He's just
I know.
so
He's
funny.
so funny.
He's so funny.
I love him. I put him as number 2.
My number 2 was Aiden.
Number 1 always.
Number 1 is Dorian.
Why did I not put Dorian?
I don't know.
I should have put Dorian. I love Dorian.
My
Aw.
number 1 is Dorian. My number 2 is Aiden.
My number 1 is Zayden.
My number 1 is Zaddy.
Mm-hmm.
Zaddy.
I
Rebecca
I
Yarros,
just write Zaddy now. I don't write Zayden. I write Zaddy.
I'm patiently waiting for a guy to be written into a book that is going to knock him off his pedestal.
Me
but
too.
Even with the end of Onyx Storm, nothing can make me hate this man.
He's just perfect.
I wish I
Yes.
could
He's
tell you in Kingdom of Ash why Dorian's my number 1, but I can't.
I do love Dorian. I don't know why I
had this
You'll
season.
love him even more in Kingdom of Ash when you read it.
See,
I love Dorian.
Zayden is not like who I would go for. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Dorian is who I would go for.
I feel like he might be the one to knock Zaddy off his pedestal. for
Really?
you. Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Because I didn't.
I don't
love
like
Dorian.
who he ends up with.
I mean,
I don't. Yes, I don't like her. I do not like her. I think she's a.
you like her more in Kingdom of Ash.
Okay.
You like all of them more in Kingdom of Ash.
I got to their scene. Now
Which
that was a
one?
good scene. With him and her
Oh, okay.
I don't like.
and
This
his
is-
invisible hands.
Oh, yeah, his shadow hands.
I was like, oh boy.
yeah,
I do love
Dorian.
him.
Dorian.
Oh,
He's
is he
like-
a shadow daddy?
He is kind of a shadow daddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
The top fantasy that our readers picked was there was a tie.
Oh.
Number 1, Rowan and Zayden.
Okay.
okay.
Number 3 was Reese. 4, Dorian. 5, Kingfisher.
Oh,
6, Liam from the Book of Azrael.
Oh.
And 7, Rain from Serpent
yeah.
and the Wings of Night.
Yeah.
oh,
Yep.
okay.
Does he redeem himself in the second book?
Yeah, he
Okay.
does.
Because that ending is.
Yeah, he
Crazy.
does. He does.
Okay.
I don't even
Interesting.
remember the ending of the first one, but he is better.
I'm
in the
gonna have
second
to
one.
read that now.
I do remember the ending of that one. I can tell you after.
Okay, because I just remember how
What
the
happens.
second book ended. Yeah,
Yeah, I liked him. I need to read the other ones.
yeah,
I think you'd like that series.
Okay. Well, I mean, now that I know the author,
yeah.
Yeah.
I loved her writing, so
For
I
sure.
definitely will read
It's
it
really
now.
good.
This was
fun.
fun. I love talking book boyfriends.
I love talking book boyfriends. We all
Just
had
'cause
different ones, I feel like.
I know.
Yeah.
No, that was a good mix of them.
That was good. But yeah.
Next
I don't
week
even
we'll
know what we're
talk
talking about next week.
Night in the Moth.
Night in the Mall.
Yeah, our girl Rachel.
Yes.
We're excited.
I hope it lives
I
up
really
to Shepherd
hope
King.
It does.
I'm really hoping that I can make myself go in with a clear mind that it's not the same.
Yeah.
Because it's a completely different series.
Yeah.
And the writing, yes, should be similar.
Yeah.
It should have nothing to do with the Shepherd King series. So, like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to physically separate those things in
What's
my mind.
wild to me with her is she's so good at world building, and yet it's 2 books.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you could do so much.
And I've
with this.
never
Yeah.
finished a series and been like, I want more.
Yeah.
Except for
Honestly,
that
you could
series.
take this plot and put it in Blender. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, she
Right.
could totally do more with
I
that,
loved
but-
Blender. I loved the magic system. It was
I
so
know.
good.
I know.
But I'm happy it was as good as it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want her to force it to make it like longer and then it sucked.
That's true.
Yeah,
The
that's
third
true.
book sucked.
Because I really don't know what more could
Yeah.
have been done.
No.
I just loved
We
it.
just need a novella. You know?
Yeah.
Like a little novella. Just a little.
I wanted more
With
Elsa.
post what happens.
Yeah.
'Cause we never really saw their love
just
story
like
play
a
out.
little
we didn't.
Raven and
Yeah.
Elspeth
Yeah.
novella.
Someone
Yes.
put Raven as their.
yeah,
Think about him.
he only had one vote though.
I didn't like him as
R.I.P.
much as Elm, but I feel like I didn't know him as well as
We
Elm,
didn't
which
because
is
it was
kinda
all
funny
about the
'cause-
nightmare.
Yeah. But awesome. We'll see you guys next week.